I'm Sheila Brummer with Siouxland Public Media News. Search efforts took place in the Missouri Wednesday afternoon as authorities tried to find a person witnesses say went into the water. Authorities received a call around 11:10 in the morning saying someone either fell or jumped off the railroad bridge crossing the river from Sioux City to South Sioux City. Emergency responders from the metro area took part in the operation. A preliminary report by the FAA surrounding a deadly helicopter crash outside of Yankton, South Dakota on Tuesday shows the aircraft was on fire before falling to the ground. The name of the pilot who died has not been released yet. There was only one person on board. An attorney representing the state of Iowa says the legal landscape surrounding access to abortion has changed. He asked the Iowa Supreme Court to allow a ban on most abortions to take effect in the state. 4 years ago, Governor Reynolds approved a bill to ban abortions after the 6th week of pregnancy. Abortion rights advocates immediately sued. A district court judge issued an order that has prevented the law from taking effect. The American Civil Liberties Union has argued the 6-week abortion ban was unconstitutional at the time it was passed, and Republican lawmakers who support abortion restrictions should vote on a new law under new legal precedents established by the courts. A campaign advertisement for Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds is being called racist and dangerous by leaders in the Democratic Party. The ad called Still Works starts with a clip of U.S. Representative Cori Bush.
And defunding the police has to happen.
Watching the news, you wonder, has the rest of the country lost its mind?
Some believe that opening scene is designed to trick viewers into thinking Reynolds' opponent, Democrat Deidre DeJear, wants to cut law enforcement funding. But DeJear isn't for defunding police. On social media, she praised a federal plan that boosts money for small to medium-sized police departments in Iowa. The video goes on to show a car on fire in Chicago and migrants at the southern border of the United States.
Tax on police, open borders, paying people not to work.
However, Reynolds' campaign says the video is not racist, and it shows the failed policies across the country in contrast to the governor's leadership.
Here we still have common sense. We kept businesses open and kids in school. We cut taxes and support our police. Because in Iowa, America still works.
Members of the Legislative Black Caucus say it puts everyone down except for white people. A report from the nonprofit Trust for America's Health found 19 states had obesity rates above 35% in 2021. Iowa was one of them. 36% of all Iowans are considered obese. For Black Iowans, that rate jumps to 44%. Nadine Gracia is the CEO of Trust for America's Health. She says communities of color have inequitable opportunities due to structural racism.
Whether it's employment opportunity to be able to have a livable wage and be able to afford the healthy and nutritious foods, to living in poverty or having food insecurity, housing instability, and even having access to quality health care.
The report recommends the federal government further fund programs to prevent obesity and food insecurity. The report recommends the federal government further fund programs to prevent obesity and food insecurity. Woodbury County Conservation Foundation's 18th annual Nature Calls, held on Saturday at the Sioux City Convention Center, had a record-breaking year. More than $78,500 was raised to benefit the Dorothy Pico Nature Center's educational programs. Organizers say this is the event's largest grossing event to date. The event drew nearly 600 people. For Siouxland Public Media News, I'm Sheila Brummer.